ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मृतं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya chapter 21. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given the following summary of this chapter in his Amrit Prabhavasya. And in this chapter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fully describes Krishna Loka, the spiritual sky, the causal ocean, and the material world, which consists of innumerable universes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then describes Lord Brahma's interview with Krishna at Dwaraka and the Lord's curbing the pride of Brahma. There is also a description of one of Krishna's pastimes with Brahma. In this chapter, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita has presented some nice poems about the pastimes of Krishna and Krishna's super excellent beauty. Throughout the rest of the chapter, our intimate relationship, Sambandha with Krishna, is described. So these are the three tattvas in Veda: Sambandha, Abhidheya, and Pravajana. So here, this Sambandha tattva is described by Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami. So verse 28 says, Krishnera Mahima Rahu Keva Tar Gyanta Vrindavan Sthanera Dekha Ascharya Vibhuta. Let the glories of Lord Krishna be. Who could be aware of all of them? His abode, Vrindavan, has many wonderful opulences. Just try to see them all. Verse 29. Solakrusha Vrindavana Shastrira Prakase Tar Eka Deshe Vaikuntha Janda Ganabhase. According to the revelations of revealed scriptures, Vrindavan extends only 16 crosses, that is 32 miles. Nonetheless, all the Vaikuntha planets and innumerable universes are located in one corner of this tract. Verse 30. Abhara Aishwarya Krishnera Nahinga Ganana Shakha Chandra Nayakare and Digdarshana. No one can estimate the opulence of Krishna, that is unlimited. However, just as one sees the moon throughout the branches of a tree, I wish to give a little indication. So in this way, there are so many verses, but I have taken only selected verses. So I would rather speak on Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 22, part 1. So in the 22nd chapter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes the process of devotional service. In the beginning, he describes the truth about the living entity and the super excellence of devotional service. He then describes the uselessness of mental speculation and mystic yoga. In all circumstances, the living entity is recommended to accept the path of devotional service as personally explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The speculative method of the so-called jnanis is considered a waste of time, and that is proved in this chapter. An intelligent person should abandon the process of karma-kanda, jnana-kanda, and mystic yoga. One should give up all the useless processes and take seriously to the path of Krishna consciousness. In this way, one's life will be successful. If one takes to Krishna consciousness fully, even though he may sometimes be agitated due to having previously practiced mental speculation and yogic mysticism, he will be saved by Lord Krishna himself. The fact is that devotional service is bestowed by the blessings of a pure devotee, Mahatma Sudrlava. A pure devotee is the supreme transcendentalist, and one has to receive his mercy for one's dormant Krishna consciousness to be awakened. One has to associate with pure devotees. If one has firm faith in the words of a great soul, pure devotional service will awaken. In this chapter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu differentiates between a pure devotee and others. He also describes the characteristics of a pure devotee. A devotee is the most formidable enemy is association with women in an enjoying spirit. Association with non-devotees is also condemned because it also a formidable enemy on the path of devotional service. One has to fully surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna and gives up attraction for women and non-devotees. The six symptoms of fully surrendered souls are also described in this chapter. Devotional service has been divided into two categories: regulative devotional service and spontaneous love. There are 64 items listed in regulative devotional service, and out of these 64, the last five are considered very important. By practicing even one of the nine processes of devotional service, one can become successful. Speculative knowledge and mystic yoga can never help one in devotional service. Pious activity, non-violence, sense control, and regulation are not separate from the devotional service in the pure form. If one engages in devotional service, all good qualities follow. One doesn't have to cultivate them separately. Spontaneous devotional service arises when one follows a pure devotee who is awakened to spontaneous love of God. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes the symptoms of devotees who are already situated in spontaneous love of God. He also describes the devotees who are trying to follow in the footsteps of the pure devotees. The verse 12 says, Nitya Bandha Krishna Haite Nitya Vairmukha Nitya Sansar Bhunje Narakadi Dukha. Apart from the ever liberated devotees, there are the conditioned souls who always turn away from the service of the Lord. They are perpetually conditioned in this material world and are subjected to the material tribulations brought about by different bodily forms in hellish conditions. Sorry. Verse 13. Sei dose maya pisachi danda kare tare adhyatmikadi tapatraya tare jari mare. Due to his being opposed to Krishna consciousness, the conditioned soul is punished by the witch of the external energy, Maya. He is thus ready to suffer the threefold miseries. Miseries brought about by the body and mind, the inimical behavior of other living entities, and the natural disturbances caused by the demigods. So, verse 14. Kama krodher dasahya tar latikay भ्रमिते भ्रमिते यदि साधु वैद्य पाए तार उपदेश मंत्रे पिशाची पढ़ाए कृष्ण भक्ति पाए तबे कृष्ण निकट जाए. In this way, the conditioned soul becomes the servant of lost desires, and when these are not fulfilled, he becomes the servant of anger and continues to be kicked by the external energy, Maya. Wandering and wandering throughout the universe, he may by chance get the association of a devoted physician whose instruction and hymns make the witch of the external energy flee. The conditioned soul thus gets into touch with devotional service of Lord Krishna, and in this way he can approach nearer and nearer to the Lord. So, verse 16 says, Kamadinam katina katidha palita durnidesa tesang jata mai na karuna na trapa nopasanti usrijan jaitan atha jadupate sampratam labda buddhi tvam ayatah saranam avayam mam niyukhyatma dasya. O my Lord, there is no limit to the unwanted orders of lost desires. Although I have rendered these desires so much services, and they have not shown any mercy to me, I have not been ashamed to serve them, nor have I been desired to give them up. O my Lord, O head of the Jadu dynasty, recently, however, my intelligence has been awakened, and now I am giving them up. Due to the transcendental intelligence, I now refuse to obey the unwanted orders of these desires, and I now come to you to surrender myself at your fearless lotus feet. Kindly engage me in your personal service and save me. So, verse 24 says, Krishna Nityadasa Jiva Ata Bhuligala Eidose Mayatara Galai Bandhila. The living entity is bound around the neck by the chain of Maya because he has forgotten that he is eternal servant of Krishna. Tate Krishna bhaje kare gurur sevana maya jar chute paye Krishna charana. If the conditioned soul engages in the service of the Lord and simultaneously carries out the orders of his spiritual master and serves him, he can get out of the clutches of Maya and become eligible for shelter at Krishna's lotus feet. So verse 26 says, okay, I will take it in a second part. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.